Anyway, Dave, wake up. You already woke up when Jade fired her rifle a foot and a half from your eardrum, then disappeared. This idiot here is knacking it up with your eye shades. Someone is pestering you directly into his brainless reptilian face. Dave, retrieve shades. Step off. You decide he can keep the sword, though. Knack. Doof. I like doof. Doof is a good word. Dave, answer Rose. Holy shit, look at all that loot. Hi there. Knack, knack, knack. Don't mind me. I'm just waiting for that guy on the pile of sharp objects to wake up. The glasses are talking again! Knack, 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 knack. If you don't stop knacking, I will turn you into a thorn bush. Hey, what just happened? Dave being cool deserves a save. You fell asleep. Orange Bird Dave killed some monsters and flew away. Jade fired a bullet at an imp and vanished, and you woke up. Oh yeah, so she's here then. Yes. Is she okay? What was going on there? Yes, she's fine. I guess I should catch up with her. You already are. I am. Future you is. Oh, okay, time travel's involved. That's all you need to say. Everything's cool and under control then. How was the nap? Weird and kind of boring. I was in your dream room for a while, spying on you and being all creepy and dream duplicitous and shit. It's okay. I was being similarly wake duplicitous. What's with your book collection, or dream book collection? All your books are bizarre and terrible. No, my books are great. I can recommend some good titles for the next time you're asleep. Nah. But yeah, I understand defending your collection. I guess if you were in my dream room and talking shit about my awesome dream portraits of Dream Stiller and Dream Snoop or whatever, we'd have to have a fucking talk. Did you do anything on the moon besides rifle through my belongings? Such as remove your shades and turn your gaze ringward by any chance? Oh, yeah, I did. What did you see? Horrible things. Horrible, terrible? Yeah, it was like peering through the dark portal of an eldritch red lobster and scoping out its all-you-can-eat seafood buffet. And when I saw them, their voices became clearer. What were they saying? I couldn't really focus on anything specific, but in totality, I'm pretty sure it was like a plea for help. You know what that does? That... Jesus, where the fuck did I know I put this on here. Where the fuck? That leads credence to this theory. That the horror terrors are like the white blood cell antivirus, like of the universe, and that they're working through Rose to like fix whatever's happening. Probably something to do with the cancer in the game. Which, I'm still not sure if that cancer is referring to Jack Noir or Beck Noir now, or if it's referring to something else. Oh, she float! That's good. No, it was disturbing, so I slapped my shades back on, went and perved up some sleeping girl's room to take my mind off of it. It means they're reaching out to you. Oh god, why would I want that? I'm not about to get molested by calamari with fucking teeth. Use your powers and, like, stroke a mummy's paw or some horseshit and open a dark channel. Tell the teeth they're lecherous flagella to themselves. You're going to have to help them. Even if you don't like them, they're being massacred. Presently, already, and still to come. What does that mean? It means time doesn't work rationally out there, nor does space. But that doesn't change the reality of the threat. Who cares if they're getting killed? They're hideous and obnoxious. You're underestimating the nature of the threat. At this point, the threat isn't to our session or any given universe. It's to the perpetuation of reality itself. You wouldn't be saving them, per se. You'd be saving everything. Oh, okay, cool. Fucking Dave. Fucking Dave. Oh, okay. Oh, she float, but in high definition. They've revealed some of their secrets to me already, and given me a few errands to run. This is why you might have observed some unusual behavior from me. Oh shit, you're kidding. No, really, are you serious? I didn't even notice. Fuck, mind equals blown. One of these convulsions of explosive laughter subside and finish rocking my very foundation. I might point out that you haven't really been as astute as you're implying. You've deliberately fogged your vision your entire life with ironic eyewear while you're awake and while asleep. Though perfectly alert, you've chosen to ignore your surroundings. But now that you've seen them, you have a choice to make. Okay. They will only tell me so much. They would like an audience with the Prince of the Moon as well. Even though you're the Knight of Time, which is completely different than the Prince of Moon. We are like the emissaries to what lies beyond the small bubble in their unfathomable dark foam. Earth skirts its edge, and during the lunar eclipse we graze it, and that's when their intent for us becomes clear. I'm doing my part, but they have a mission for you as well. What am I supposed to do? Listen to them. My understanding is they will teach you how to navigate the unnavigable. The result should be a map. Unfathomable. Hello, Rice Milk. Nice to see you. Like a treasure map? No. Something like a little more astronomical. Like a star chart with no stars. Hence the challenge. Why? To plot a course to the furthest ring. Plot a course to what? The power source of the first Guardians. Oh, right, the green sun. Okay. Wait, sorry, I mean, the green sun! My bad. Yes, that's much better. What's the deal with this thing? I mean, aside from giving Jade's dog his devil powers, and by extension, I guess Jack. What's the deal with it? Yeah. I don't know that there is a deal with it, beyond the deal you just described. It is what it sounds like. A huge sun out in the literal middle of nowhere, and it is bright green. It is simply the green sun. How big? I need a sense of scale here. It's like the size of our sun or bigger? Or is it only as big as, like, planet fucking Jupiter? It is nearly twice the mass of our universe. Okay, that's pretty fucking big. See how important that contextualization was? Now I know how fucking impressed I should be. I mean, holy shit, that's huge. Interesting. Happy I could help. Okay, so I make a map to this thing with the help of 1,000,000 rambunctious, gross tentacle mutants. And then I guess we go there for some reason? Yes. Why do we need a map? Can't they just tell us what direction is in and point a spaceship that way and blast off to adventure? No. The geometry of the furthest ring is too complex. Remember, its space-time is labyrinthine. Labyrinthian? Labyrinthian? It has the characteristics of a labyrinth. In fact, it's not really accurate to call it space-time at all, since it is outside the domain of any created universe where those properties have become instantiated and stabilized. Nice. Oh, also, by the way, for tier 2 subs, we now have this. If you ever wanted to be Solix and also Pog. Thank you to Color Spark in chat for drawing that. That's the tier 2 emote. So now we have 2 emotes. Boop, boop. Yeah. Anywho. I can kind of get that. I can kind of get the time is messed up there with like loops and causality paradoxes and shit like that. Being the Knight of Time here, but I'm not really sure why navigating the space would be a problem though. Space isn't my thing. Remember, what is it like? Full of wormholes or something? Is that the new sitcom? Hogwarts and Club Free? Man, I can't believe that I'm like supporting the Solix Pfeffery ship so hard that those are my 2 emotes. It depends. The greater distance you travel through it, the less reliably time flows, and the more time you spend in it, the less reliably space behaves. Time and space aren't as different as you might think. I thought you were supposed to know shit. I thought you weren't supposed to know shit about either, seeing you're the seer, whatever that means. I think it means I'm supposed to know shit about the big picture, which includes tidbits like that. But the insides of my shoes stay free from the grit of the minutiae. Fair enough. So do I take my map and fly to this thing? No, I do. Okay, you fly to it. Then what? That depends on if John is successful. Okay, so Dave makes a map. Rose flies to the green sun. And then something happens. Oh, shit. This. It. You mean with the quest you're sending him on? Yes. Is there anything you do that's not sending dudes on quests? Nothing whatsoever. So he's got to get the cancer out of Skya, right? Yes, the tumor. Yeah, so what's the tumor do? I mean the tumor. Jesus, can we stop with the fancy colored text bullshit? I guess so. I thought it was more fun that way. Well, okay, you can keep doing it then. Thanks. I'm assuming this is just the website being broken? Or is it Dave doesn't call her on it, so I'm assuming this is the website being broken. But if it was the joke, like, wouldn't Dave comment on it, though? Anyway. HTML code black. The tumor, close HTML code black, is quite a large growth at the center of the battlefield. You won't be able to remove it without fully realizing his abilities. Okay, cool. What is it? And you promise you won't tell him? It would probably make him more nervous than he needs to be if he knew. Okay, I won't say anything, just tell me. It's a bomb. It is set to detonate precisely when the reckoning ends. This is how long we have to put this plan into motion. What the hell is a bomb doing in there? Could be a feature of any session not meant to bear fruit. A means to wipe out an old session rather than leaving it lingering in paradox space for eternity. Or it could be a mutation specific to our session. I really don't know. First time for everything, I guess. Seriously, where'd you get all this info? Did you get it from all the gods, or are these just a bunch of orders you're following? Not exactly. They've urged me in certain directions and guided my exploration. I've obtained some answers from them, but ultimately this idea is mine. Plus, I have other sources. One in particular has been quite illuminating. What? I have been referring to him as an informant when people ask. Which isn't often. What do you mean, a troll? No. It's a man who exists in another universe. He wants to die. Sounds like a really credible dude. Sign me up for trusting everything he says. So Doc Scratch, right? What other person could give Rose this information other than Doc Scratch? But why does Doc Scratch want to die? I'll lick your bum down. Only as credible as the omniscient tend to be. Oh, so he knows everything. Yeah, I think that's what omniscient means. But maybe I'll ask him about that, since he's the omniscient one. Even if he is omniscient, which he probably isn't, what if he's just lying? He says he doesn't lie. For some reason, I believe him about that. He's a convincing fellow. Why does he want to die? He no longer has a purpose now that he's done everything required to summon his master. As a first guardian, he's completely indestructible. Well, almost completely. What? Wait, what? His power is derived from the same source as Earth's guardian, and conveniently that of our nemesis as well. Okay, I get it now. When John delivers the tumor, and I do mean the tumor, I and I alone will navigate the furthest ring, and I will destroy the sun, by which I do mean the green motherfucking sun. And in case it wasn't clear, I won't be coming back. Whoa, fuck. A suicide mission? Are you serious? No bullshit. That's not happening. Hey, just look. Suddenly everything we just talked about was useless because time to make a plan doesn't fucking suck. Let's not be so dramatic. I'm talking about my dream self. She's the one who won't be returning. Oh. Yeah, that's fine, I guess. Those fuckers are all kinds of mad expendable. Way to leave me hanging there. For someone who's saying, let's cool it on the drama, the whole I won't be coming back thing is pretty theatrical bombshell for future reference. That's true. Your outburst was pretty sweet, though. Yeah, I know. So when do I do my thing? Make this map, which I guess is just like a solid black piece of paper. It's gonna be fucking stupid, isn't it? If there's one thing you have more than any of us, it's time. So whenever you like, as long as, conventionally speaking, it's quite soon. Alright, so dock as long as possible, then travel back to about now and go to sleep. Sure. If you have trouble going to sleep, maybe you can ask your patron troll to trick the telepathic one into putting you to sleep again. What? Each of us seems to have a troll infatuated with helping us. Haven't you noticed? No. What about the psychopath who's currently helping you? Oh, yeah, Terezi. No, she's cool. Isn't that camaraderie blossoming into some sort of interspecies whatever? It's blossoming into an interspecies partnership in incredibly shitty cartooning. What do you mean get her to trick someone into putting me to sleep again? When did that happen? Just now? Who did that? That would be John's patron troll. God, too many fucking trolls. Too many of them. Who can even keep track of this shit? Which one's yours? Is it the absurd juggalo one? That would be hilarious. There's a juggalo one? Yeah, see what I mean? She's contacting me now, actually. Oh, okay. Well, suddenly I'm not interested, so go talk to your fairy god troll. I'll be here paving the way for your elaborate dream suicide. Whenever I feel like getting around to it, I mean. Thanks. Later. Rose, answer fairy gold troll. Kanaya, Kanaya, Kanaya. Since the gap between your present moment and the implementation of your mystifying self-destruction continues to narrow, this will be the last conversation in which I attempt to talk you out of it nicely. I explain this. The intent isn't true self-sacrifice. First of all, you're underestimating the gravity of a dream death. It's a pretty serious thing, okay? And dream selves are important to a person in ways that aren't always obvious. I think you're being frivolous, but that's not really the sentiment reinforcing the exoskeleton of my argument. Soon you'll be blacked out of Trollion's viewport. And I have no explanation for this, and neither do you, so I'll just assume the worst, and you should too. Are you sure it's not because I'm sleeping? I've seen you sleep before. You're just asleep on screen, peaceful and harmless and posing no threat to anyone. Unless, I guess, you are up to mischief in your dreams, which I cannot rule out. Actually, that's probably what you do in your sleep. What was I thinking? Shh. What? Blah, blah, blah. Right, sorry. I'm saying this is a special case. It is foreboding and disconcerting, and you are being reckless. You're right. I can't explain why I go dark on your monitor, but I'm confident in my plan. I have it under control. Your hubris is really astonishing. Easily twice the mass of a universe, I think. That it hasn't collapsed upon itself into a tiny lavender singularity is the most striking Marvel paradox space has coughed up yet. Maybe it did. Maybe that's what went wrong. We figured it out. No, please stop. Humor won't deflect my really big and important tirade, okay? You are investing too much confidence in evil gods who oppose Skya and your true purpose, and I can't abide that. And as difficult as this is for me to confess, I think your plan is very dangerous. And so are you. Oh? Yes, and I'm afraid I'm going to have to devote all my efforts to stopping you. I'm sorry to hear that, Kanaya. What did you have in mind for this new and exciting adversarial phase of our relationship? I'm so glad you asked. You see, I have been training a powerful wizard. Yes, your shout pole is like a tower broadcasting your fear across the ring, and you are right to be afraid. I have commissioned none other than the legendary Prince of Hope, and I am teaching him the ways of white sorcery. Oh shit, Prince is a role. So did we have Eridan's thing? Is that a thing we had? No, we didn't. Oh my. Okay. Okay. Prince. I guess if fuck, is moon one of the things? One of the suffixes? Because then Dave could actually be the Prince of Moon. What if Dave is secretly the Prince of Moon this whole time? Oh, we've got everybody but Gamzee. What are you talking about? Gamzee is the Bard of Fuck. It's right there. What's the difference between heart and hope? I have commissioned none other than the legendary Prince of Hope, and I am teaching him the ways of white sorcery. I have observed your methods, and you will come to the most unwelcome realization that all of your guile and cunning has finally backfired. This noble magician of pure light will serve as the counterpoint to your arcane debauchery. He will hunt you down, and goodness and hope will prevail. Is it too late to throw myself at your mercy? Yes, it's much too late for that. Oh shit. He... You're a wizard, Eridan. I'm a what? But I'm just Eridan. I hate myself so much. Oh, fuck me. I see. Then clearly I will have to prepare for this soul-sundering duel, whilst making my own funeral arrangements. Oh, yes, I do believe securing a corpse box would be prudent. Fitted to dimensions, suited to your myriad of unassembled leaky body parts in aggregate. What will herald the arrival of the swift and righteous thaumaturge? Will I be blinded by the fearsome lashes of light ribboning from the incandescent coastline of his beauteous aura? Should I borrow my friend's sunglasses? Yes, definitely. Definitely do that. Wait, I hope that wasn't too empathetic. Maybe at this point I should clarify this is all a big joke. Yeah, I was getting that. You don't always have to tip your hand, Kanaya. You were doing well. I was? Mm-hmm. Okay, great. I think what I find most challenging about human insincerity-based humor is the degree of commitment to the fantasy, which is apparently requisite. We take it very seriously. I mean to say, the gesture of hostility in this case was the joke. I did in fact train this character. I made him a wand to shut him up. This sounds like the most Aridin thing I've ever heard in my life. Kanaya, can please make me a wand? I need a wand so that I can fucking destroy that witch. Can please, can. Aridin, if I make you a wand, will you shut the fuck up? Look here, just take this stupid glowy stick and leave me the fuck alone. Wait, you did? Really? You wouldn't stop harassing me for your secrets? That's incredible. Well done. He's the one with the royalty complex and speaks with all the extra V's and W's. Oh, I knew exactly who you were talking about from the start. Okay. I must say, this little project pleases me. Do keep me apprised of all further developments. Okay, I will. At least until my looming grim-dark death steals me away. Yeah, that is still something that I don't really want to joke about. I hope that came across as a sincere statement. Wait, Jade's patron is not Nepeta, but it's Tavros? Tavros is Jade? Oh, that makes sense. Instantly thinks about it for half a second. No, yeah, that makes sense. I don't think the Aridin 27 is here tonight now. The animals inside of you. Whoa, I want some more. Jesus, it's been so long since I've done Tavros' voice. What the fuck was it? I think Tavros has been my most inconsistent voice throughout this whole thing. Oh, right! Pfeffery! Pfeffery is who I was thinking of. Pfeffery had the most interaction with Jade so far, so I thought Pfeffery was Jade's patron troll, I guess, if we're assigning them. What if the Tavros joke... Yes, Nepeta did. That's why I was thinking that. What if the joke is that every time I voice Tavros, his voice is different? Is that even a funny joke? Maybe? It's kind of hard to keep track of what's happened already, actually. Even with notes. Like, exact conversations and who said what to who at what time.
Hey, Jade. Oh, hi! I remember you. You talk to me a lot in my dreams. Yeah, but now I'm talking to you being awake. Because your robot can't type because it had an explosion.
God damn it! Fuck! Shit! I lost all my funny points! I only ever had 9. Shit. Negative comedy. Now I'm as funny as Sweet Bro and Hella Jeff, which is to say, not.
Yep. That's because my dream self died pretty catastrophically. No. I'm definitely pretty sorry to hear that. Thanks, but I think I'm okay. I felt pretty shaken up at first, though. Yes, I did too. I spent so long sleeping and dreaming and playing on Prospit that being awake was made to feel weird, and I didn't like it for a while. Yeah, I have done a lot of sleeping myself. Oh, yes, I know, but I saw you. You were awake a lot too. After a certain moment, I spent just about every waking hour being asleep. Wow, why did you sleep so much? It was just a better way to be. More peaceful and fun, and I guess there was something that happened that was incredibly terrible and sad. It made me feel terrible and sad and sleepy. So I slept a lot. Oh no! What happened? That was so terrible. I'd prefer that the thing I want to talk to you about now not turn into that topic. Okay, sorry for prying. What did you want to talk about? I wanted to ask you permission. I would have asked permission the first time, but at the time you were not able to give it or talk or anything. Permission for what? To commune with your Lucis. With Beck? What do you mean by commune? And what do you mean the first time? You did it before? Yeah. It means to talk to him and suggest he do something which is good for him and also for people he likes. Oh, like a psychic power? Yes. Pretty sweet. When did you do it before? Oh, very recently, personally speaking. But for you, it was very long ago.
Sun. Yes, sun. Sunin. The sun! It all comes back to the sun! It's all about the sun! Kidding. Baby Jade with gun.
And it was a really good example, I think, of exactly why Wrigglers should not be allowed to dual wield flintlock pistols.
Doof doof. What?
So I did the liberty of communing with your Lucis, which I hope wasn't out of line. But like I said, you were unavailable. Uh, by which I mean unavailably small. Nah. Oh. Oh. Not to like um not to like devalue the sanctity of this moment, but this is weird, right? Isn't this like taking your blow up doll to Applebee's?
Congrats, Vivi. That's really cool. Hey, Zork is pretty sweet. Uh, we just watched this little girl's grandfather die, so that's something.
So I then commissioned him to use his amazing powers to intervene and reroute the projectile away from the path that would have harmed you. And also, as a wonderful bonus and coincidence that happened, there was a felon on your property.
See, like I can't even fault Tavros for this, right? Like he's just trying his fucking best, and like as far as he knows, Jade was raised by Beck because Beck is very similar to what a fucking Lucis would be. So like I can't even blame him for this. Oh fuck. Jade's gonna be so mad about this, and she's not gonna be able to see. What the fuck was that? You recursive? God damn! How fucking dare you jump scare me in my own stream? Providing sound effects.
I think it was sure. It was surely. I think an aging rogue who was very much keen on intruding between your really nice looking family. And as fortune would have it, the small missile was redirected into the senior interloper's chest, and he died. Eh, I saved you, Jade. Aren't you happy? Oh my god! That wasn't my it's senior interloper. I'm pretty sure you're talking about my grandpa. Oh? And if I'm interpreting correctly, you're saying that you used Beck to make me shoot him? Oh, that's so awful! Uh, what's grandpa? Oh boy. Okay, it is basically an old man who serves the same role as I guess Eleusis does on your planet. He was like my dad, he took care of me. Whoa, that is a really weird cultural thing, I guess. Sigh. Sorry, then, about my cultural ignorance. Well, I'm not blaming you or anything. It sounds like you were just trying to help, but you did save my life. But, I mean, jeez. Talk about a misunderstanding. Well, now I feel very stupid. But I don't think I will give in to bad self-esteem this time about this. It's important to stay confident about stuff. Don't you agree? Sure. And I think this is a good opportunity for us to bond and become closer in an emotional way. Probably. It is? Oh, yes. See, the funny thing is, I also killed my Lucis by accident. I mean, my Lucis that was a little fairy bull, not an old man with a huge gun. Oh no! How did that happen? I murdered him inappropriately with a four-wheel device. What kind of device? Like, the kind basically for cripples to sit in and roll around. Oh, you mean a wheelchair? I guess that's a way to call it. How did that happen? Well, I was sitting in it, being crippled, like usual, and he got under the wheel in his nap. Oh, I'm so sorry. Also, I didn't realize you were paralyzed. Not that I'm saying sorry for that. That would be rude, I think. I'm just saying sorry for your loss. Oh, it's okay. On both things, he came back to life for a while and could talk, and that was fun. And also, I'm not paralyzed anymore. Oh? No, I have robot legs, and I feel great, and I can walk. Wow, nice! Oh, yes, it is truly nice. I am a new and different guy, mostly. Being not physically handicapped is most certainly the key to having high self-esteem. Um, that, mm, I don't know if I agree with that. Oh, absolutely. Take it from me what fact is true. And now I feel emboldened to do bold things that heroes should do, like save the life of a pretty girl and kill the fiendish old man who, whoops, wasn't fiendish, and you loved him. Sorry. Well, that's good, I guess. I just wish maybe you told me what happened when I was younger. I spent years wondering about it. When I was really young, I was sure the doll sitting across from him did it. For a long time, I was terrified of the evil blue girl. She sort of haunted my childhood, and I had trouble sleeping for a long time. But of course, I got older and realized that was silly, but then I just speculated that maybe it was suicide, which was really just a sad thing to think about. This conversations are really sad and awkward, but um parallels. I think we also know an evil blue girl that haunted Tavros's childhood. Wow. Yeah, I totally believe that then. I guess I could still tell you about it in your past. But even if you do, I don't remember you doing so. Oh, then I guess I won't. Okay. But yeah, irregardless, which isn't a word, this is likely to be exactly the kind of thing to not stand in the way about good feelings about myself. I mean, I saw that your Lucis saved you anyway, in advance, and I just wanted to make it possible so that I was the one involved with being the hero there to save you. Like, to put myself in your story in a brave capacity, because that's what feeling good and positive about yourself is all about. Tavros. Tavros, does Vriska seem like a happy person? Does Vriska seem like she's happy? Do you think emulating Vriska is the path to happiness? Sorry, Tavros. A Vriska roleplay is not gonna make you feel better. I'm sorry. Oh. Wow, you sound really confused to me. Absolutely. I am confused like a fox. The kind that has high self-esteem. Oh, so the kind of fox that I'm not. Gotcha. You're incredibly silly. I really can't tell to what extent you're joking around here. I understand that, and jokes happen, yes, but feeling great about yourself is not a joking issue. It is heavy-duty business and needs to be given all the seriousness that sad things get. I've learned that from my friends, and also from Rufio. Uh, Rufio? Yes, he's a fake. What do you mean, fake? A fake guy I made up imaginarily, which is not a word. He never stops being a thing that's not real. Oh, like an imaginary friend. Okay. I'm pretending that being fully honest about Rufio's fakeness and being upfront about his general fraudulence, that it will only give me extra confidence. I am pretending that as hard as I can in the most confident way, which makes it partially more true. See, I was gonna type you out, Ghoul. Time you out, but that's like you have like a permanent record. And like it would be a funny joke, but don't worry about it. That sure is a philosophy you have there. Yes, being confident is always about saying and doing the things you feel, even if the afraid part of you says, no, please don't do that. Like, here is the thing that I am afraid to say to you, Jade, but I'm too confident now to let my afraidness make me feel terrible. Oh? Well, what is it? Remember, I talked to you a lot when you were sleeping. Yes. And and we talked about lots of things and we had some things in common and it was nice. Sure. And I think consequently the emotional result is probably that I that maybe I have some possible red feelings for you. Okay, Rufio, I said it. I said it, Rufio. I did it. I did the thing. Red feelings? You mean... Whoa! Wait, really? Wow. That sure was a hard thing to say, and made me incredibly nervous. But I said it because of my remarkable leg-powered self-confidence. And now I think that all that's left is definitely your reciprocation about that, probably. Well, I don't think I can reciprocate. Uh-oh. I mean, you're nice, but I don't really know you. I don't even know your name. Oh gosh, how stupid can I be? I forgot to say, I'm Tavros. Okay, Tavros. I don't know if you've fully thought about this. You don't actually know me very well either. Oh, yes, surely I do. Because we had a number of spirited conversations wherein you were very nice and pleased to speak with me. Did I did I misinterpret that? Was it not actually niceness? Damn, dude. Damn, Kenny. We need to not make such deep cut JoJo references right now. Damn. Also, Jolian Part 100, Chapter 100. So good. I mean, I really liked the do da 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 fight. But the head doctor and what's his stand? Mystery of You? It's so good. So good. And fucking Mamazuku. Oh my god, Mamazuku. Oh baby. Baby. He has the best stand. He has Snoop Doggy Dogg as his stand. Yeah, never mind. Okay, ignore me. Sorry, I'm just rambling about JoJo's. I'll go back to reading Homestuck. Well, no, I was being nice because I like to be nice to people when I can, when they're nice to me. But things are just a little more complicated than that. You can't just know someone by a few conversations. I mean, I only talked to you when I was asleep. I'm kind of a different when I'm dreaming. I forget things and and at times I'm not totally sure what's real. Don't you remember what it's like to dream on Prospect? Kind of. Sorry, I feel bad having to disappoint you, but I don't know what else to say. But what about my attractive bravado and ignoring my instinctual cowardice hard enough to say that I like you? Isn't that supposed to be very attractive? I encourage the major having of flushed feelings in others. I guess what I mean by that is, what about all my confidence? What do you think about that? Jeez, Tavros, I'm really flattered you like me and all, but that is sure is confident of you to say so, and that's great, but I guess confidence is one thing, but there is such a thing as being too forward, I guess. Wow. Okay. And I also think, and this is really just polite, friendly advice, that if you're really confident, you don't always have to say it all the time. Oh man, I'm sorry to say, it just comes off as a little insecure and off-putting and kind of defeats the purpose. And all things considered, I think we should just stay friends, or really continue building a friendship in the first place, since, like I said, we don't really know each other that well. Yeah. Uh, sorry. No. Oh, if I'm being realistic, I think that's what's reasonable to say to me. And I'll work on toning down my self-respect a little. No, you should have self-respect, just... Oh boy, this is frustrating. Can we talk about this later? I have some things to do. Why don't we get back to the original point? Why do you want to commune with Beck again?
God, I've never felt more for Jade than I do right now. I mean, technically you could read JoJo on the internet, so isn't JoJo also just a webcomic?
Yeah, yes, of course. I wanted to get approval from you to commune him again, now that he's a sprite, to perpetuate one of my heroic ideas again. Uh-oh. What's your idea this time? I will suggest to him that he attack your adversary, as well as ours, and maybe beat him to solve everyone's problem. Wow, I don't know about that, but I have great skill in commanding beasts' glory in battle, and yours is surely the strongest beast I've seen. But he's my best friend. You're my best friend, Batista. And you've already managed to get one of my family members killed. But according to my self-confidence, I think I'm pretty sure I can use his power to be successful. Whoops. Pretend I didn't mention my self-confidence or say anything off-putting. But all of our adversaries have inherited his powers. I would imagine the strongest guy would have all of his powers and then some. I'm not really comfortable with this. Uh-oh. You said that you're asking me permission first, and I appreciate that. But if you're asking, then I'm afraid my answer is no. Okay, I respect that. But I wonder. What? I wonder if a truly self-confident guy with the best self-esteem there is would even need to ask. Maybe. Best guy. Just know he would be successful. And would do it anyway, because it is for your own good. And everybody else's. No way! That would be smug and arrogant. It would make you a bully. Later, if my friends and I want to ask Beck for help and decides that's our best hope, then that's our business. Until then, please just stop meddling. Wow, okay. You're right about all that. I'll respect your wishes. Or will I? No! Don't! I'm serious! I think my headache is coming back. I was just making a joke. Sorry. I guess us becoming a friendship doesn't have to happen now. No, it's fine. Just, I really don't want you to do that, okay? Yeah. I have to go now. Bye, Tavros. Oh my god! I cannot believe how hilariously pathetic that whole exchange was! Even by your wretched standards, Toreador. Oh my god, I can't breathe! Absolutely priceless. Hey, Friska. That was supposed to be a private correspondence of a personal nature. How could you even be reading that? Tavros, sometimes your stupidity surprises even me. Next time you decide to open your heart to an alien girl. Make sure her chat client isn't being holographically projected for all to see, okay? Thief, Terran to Page. Whoops. It was so embarrassing just reading that, Tavros. I'm embarrassed. I am actually feeling genuine embarrassment. Your obscene incompetence is actually polluting my otherwise pristine composure. Nice going. So, I don't care. Jade let you down too easy. She's too nice. Someone's gotta tear into you for that appalling display. And once again, guess whose shoulders that falls on? That's right, Vriska's, as usual. I think she has the right amount of niceness personally. An amount that is some instead of none. Hey, I'm nice when it matters, and where it doesn't, strangulate the critical development of people I give a shit about, okay? I really don't know what you see in her. She's completely useless, like you. Wait, of course! It makes perfect sense. You and she represent the ideal mateship. How could I have been so blind to perfectly pointless grubs in a bucket? No. I have too much self-confidence now to be upset by your scandalous imagery. I don't think she is useless, and I don't think I am either, because of new self-esteem's obtained. Remember? Oh, will you please stop going on about your fucking self-esteem? I will say this much about her. She was right about that. How insufferable you can get, prattling on and 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 on about how confident you are. Tavros, you give confidence a bad name. I gave you all the chances in the world to earn it, to earn real confidence, and you failed. You couldn't even do the one little thing I asked you to, the one thing that would have made you man up once and for all. So instead, you flew away and cried and decided to sleep away your sorrow for the rest of the adventure. Do you have any idea how sick that made me? Everything about you makes me sick. When you talk about your self-confidence, I throw up a little. You don't know what confidence is. Robo-legs don't give you confidence. That ain't no more true than saying my robo-arm gave me mine. See what I mean? Your confidence is faker even than the great Rufio himself, Lord of the Unreal. It's pure fiction. A false, fakey, fraudy con job from a wimpy loser charlatan bullshit artist. It's shallow and nauseating, just like you. Do us all a favor and shut up about it! Okay, I think this is actually making me pretty mad. Yeah, right! I'll believe that when I see it, chump. I don't want you to mock me anymore. I don't know if my confidence is real or what, but I would like you to stop saying stuff like that to me, and to stop saying bad things about my friend Jade, too. Jade is an idiot. A useless, boring nobody. What has she done for her party other than fuck up every step of the way? What has she ever done but take naps and get in trouble? She's awful. And you deserve each other. Oh wait! Except that she hates you! Even the boring, pointless girl hates you. Talk about a guy who can't get a break. Although, I guess she's not completely useless. What do you mean by that? Okay, Tavros, I gave her credit for something, so I'll give you something. I'll give you credit for something too. Your plan to control her Lusos really wasn't a bad idea. And using your ability to save her life, lol, was a pretty good way to test how effective your powers are across sessions. Pretty good way to practice, know where you stand. Practicing your abilities is important, so when it comes down to using them for something that really matters, you know you're ready for prime time. I know this firsthand. I got lots and lots and lots of practice with your little guinea pig friend. So really, it turns out she wasn't so useless at all. Far from it. Whoa, what? Are you saying you did to her? Not really the point! The point I'm trying to pay you. The point is, I'm trying to pay you a compliment. At this point, you're so sad and disgusting, you should treat anything nice anyone has to say about you like a chest full of shimmering boonbucks. Okay. God. What? Like I said, your plan was solid. Controlling the Guardian to go after Jack was a fine idea. Sure would stir some shit up. Better than being an insignificant, stuttering piece of trash all the time, I say. And you were definitely onto something about doing it irregardless, lol, of her wishes. Because it's for her own good. That's what winners do. They do what is right for someone they care about, even if the other person does nothing but bitch and moan and act ungrateful about it. Better you learned late than never. In fact, I would even go as far as to say that if you went ahead with her plan against her wishes, it might just earn you a smidgen of respect from me. We'll see. There's really only just one catch. Oh? What's that? Oh my god, Vriska. Yeah. The catch is, it's not gonna work. What? What? It isn't. Are you even listening to me? Man, clear the Rufio wax out of your ears. You couldn't stick the Guardian on the war even if you were inclined. Not even if I were to make you inclined. Why? Because you're dealing with a pro here. I already thought of that. I thought of everything. The Guardian is not going to attack the agents who engineered him in the first place. Or who I should say were encouraged, lol, to engineer him. Oh. I was striking a mutually beneficial arrangement. This is often the most effective way to manipulate others. I just sort of gave them an idea, nudged them along in the direction of seizing more power, which they wanted to do anyway. Remember, I already have a lot of experience getting these simple-minded agents to march to my drumbeat. I was exiling them left and right in our session. I'm an expert at this by now. Why would you do that? Tavros. At this point, it should be obvious. I am the unseen hand behind every major event in their session, and to some extent, their whole lives. At least those events not happening by the volition of their own natural incompetence. Don't you think this is how it should be? Shouldn't the greatest player leave her fingerprints on every step of the rise to power of her ultimate nemesis? Well, no, that's... I don't even know how to say all the ways. I think that is crazy. But you must agree, because you were copycatting my idea. No, I wasn't. You were brazenly inserting yourself into Jade's history. That self-insertion plan was my idea. And it's revolting and cowardly for you to deny it. Does that mean I was right? Vriska's self-inserting herself. Vriska's gonna be a self-insert? Is Vriska a self-insert of Hussy? Outside of the already self-inserted Hussy? Maybe we'll find out. That was for a good thing, though. Sure, whatever you say. It's incredibly sad how outclassed you are. It's actually depressing that you thought you could beat me at my own game. And then most sickeningly of all, you don't own up to it. I have every angle covered already. The human session is on full circuit lockdown. Any effort you try to make to disrupt my plans will be laughable, just like everything you've done and ever in your life. The only thing left to do now is kill Jack, myself, and save everyone's ungrateful asses. It's a shame you're not strong enough to take him on with me. Too bad you spent so long sleeping instead of turbo leveling like me. We might have made a pretty awesome team. Oh well. Paige. Retrieve your arms. Okay, then. All of your usual insulting things aside, my take on this is that you created our impossibly hard bad guy who wants to kill us. And by association, I guess that makes you the bad guy too, instead of a good guy who's just mean. Nice deduction. Wrong. Excruciatingly linear, and laced with the sort of absolutes morons like to throw around. But nice. And that being the case, even though I'm terrified of you, and not as strong or real confident, only mostly fake confident. Yes, go on. I think I'm gonna have to stop you. Yeah, that's the spirit. Pretty weak slime threat there, but it's a start. Tell you what, if you can find me in this lab, you can have at me. I'll even give you a free shot. No funny business or anything. Okay then. Here I come. I'll be waiting. Tavros. Tavros! No! Hapen! And I think this is a good point to stop for tonight. Mostly because I'm feeling kind of sick. But oh fuck. Obviously, so we can do some math here, right? So Jade Harley is made up of half Harley and half Jade. So when you remove the Harley from the Jade, you just get Jade. Quick maths. Anywho, all. I love and adore you. Fuck! Okay, we can go a few more pages. How many more? Tell me. Tell me. Tell me. Tell me, Recursive, how many more pages? Tell me. Do it. Do it now. Do it. Alright, 5 more pages. Andrew Hussey. Ride. Yes. Hell yes. What the fuck? Hell. Bullies. Fucking. Yes. Borf. And so came to an end the most heroic thing that ever happened in the history of metafiction. Let's move on. Alright. Now I'm fucking done. Good play, everybody. We got through like quite a bit of, maybe not not a lot of pages, but a lot of story happened. Man, we got a lot. We got, what was it, Rose and Dave, Kanaya and Rose, Jade and Tavros, Vriska and Tavros. That was a lot.